Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dear Mrs. Rida Rosida BSMSC, as a lecturer for introductory business courses, first of all, let us give thanks to the Presence of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala for having give us mercy, blessing, and gift to all of us. Salawat and greetings we bestow on the Prophet Muhammad SAW for bringing us from the dark ages to the bright times like today. Our group of 11 will presentation about the following pricing strategies and program.
Let me introduce myself. I am Mohij Randy Cahya, student ID number 2207144.
My name is Rani Julianti with student master number 2,207,760.
Hello, introduce myself. My name is Rifka Ulia. My student ID number is 2206624.
Understanding phishing. Phish is not just a number on a tag, it comes in many forms and performs many functions. Rent, tuition, pares, fees, rent, store, retainer, wages, and commission are all the fees you pay for some good or service. Phish also has many components. Additionally, Phish has operation as a major department of your choice. Consumer and purchasing again will have access to Phish information and Phish discount for pressure on retailer to lower their fees. Retailer into for pressure on manufacturer to lower their fees. The ratio can be a marketplace characterized by heavy discounting and sales promotion. A changing phishing environment. Phishing practice had changed significantly at the turn of the 21st century. Consumers had easy access to credit, so by combining unique product formulation with entering marketing companies, many firms successfully trade consumers up to more expensive products and services. 1. Get instant price comparison from thousands of vendors. 2. Name their price and have it meet. 3. Get products free. Giving it all away. Giving away products for free via sampling has been a successful marketing tactic for years. Estée Lauder gave free sample of cosmetic to celebration and organizer at award show lavish winner with faithful free item or gift now as swag. 1. Monitor customer behavior and tailor offer to individual. 2. Give entire customer access to special price. 3. Negotiation price in only auction and exchange or even in person. How companies price. Companies their pricing is in variety of way. In small companies, the boss often set price. In large companies, division and products line management do. Even head of management set general pricing objective and policy, and after lower management is proposal. Where pricing is a key factor. Companies often establish a phishing department to set or assist others in setting appropriate price. This department reports to the marketing department, finance department, or top management. Other were influencer, phishing crowd, sales manager, product manager, finance manager, and accountant. Consumer psychology and phishing. Many economists traditional assumption that consumers will risk taker and accepted risk and face value or as given. Marketers, however, recognize that consumers often actively process risk information, interpreting it from the context of real purchasing experience. Formal communication, advancing sales call, and broadcast brokerage, informal communication, friends, colleagues, or family member, foreign of requests or online resource, and other factor. Understanding how consumers are and their perception or of price in important marketing priority. Here we consider three key topics: reference price, price quality in price, and price ending.
Hello, my name is Rani Julianti with student master number 2,207,760. In here, I will explain about how to set the price. There are 6 steps to setting the price. Let's get jump to the discussion. The first step is for the company to choose the pricing object. What does it mean? Well, every company must decide where its products will be marketed, as this will be closely related to the marketing strategy that will be developed. In other words, the pricing strategy that a company adopts must be based on a goal. The first one is survival. This strategy is a short-term strategy usually undertaken by companies during a crisis to ensure that their product can still be sold and that they do not lose their market. The second goal is maximum current profit. This means that the company will focus on increasing its sales revenue in each period. The third goal is maximum market share, which aims to maximize sales growth. The company believes that if the sales volume increase, the cost per unit of the products will decrease. The fourth goal is maximum market skimming. This strategy involves setting a high initial selling price, which is then gradually lowered over time. The fifth goal is product quality leadership. This strategy is similar to market skimming pricing, where their products launching will target consumers who are willing to pay high price. To these 5 pricing goals, there are many other pricing strategies based on a company objectives, such as enhancing the image of the firm's brand or products, and many more. The next topic is about determining demand. The first step in determining demand is understanding what affects price sensitivity. For example, the quantity demand can increase, decrease, or remain stable with change in the price of a particular product. Therefore, marketers must know how responsive demand elasticity is to price change. By knowing, companies can predict the implication of price or revenue change on the amount demand or over. Next, estimating cost. What does a company actually want? Every company wants to set a price that covers the cost of producing, distributing, selling the products, as well as the effort and risk that they have put in. Therefore, we need to understand the types of costs and the production levels that affect the cost. Firstly, therefore, a fixed cost, which are costs that remain constant and do not depend on the level of production. Secondly, there are variable costs. Additionally, there is total cost, which is the sum of fixed and variable costs. Fourthly, there is average cost. To set the right price, we must know how costs vary with different production levels. There are accumulated production. Secondly, there is target costing. The next step is analyzing competitor cost, price, and offer. Analyzing competitor is a process in which a company tries to define and understand its business, identify its competitors, determine the strengths and weakness of its competitors, and anticipate their moves. Before we analyze competitors, we need to know the strength and weakness of the products or service we offer. Next step is to study the competitive landscape. The competitive landscapes refer to the list of options a customer could choose rather than your products. Next, we need to evaluate our business brand image in the eyes of consumers. After all of this step, we can analyze our competitors. The first step is identify our business competition, mapping out who direct and indirect competitors are. The second step is SWOT analysis. Next, we should study consumer evaluation. By knowing their weaknesses and gaps, we can turn them into opportunities to improve our product range. Finally, we must learn about the pricing and service of our competitors. Before reaching the final step, we must choose a pricing method. The first one is markup pricing, which works by calculate the production cost of a product and adding a certain margin, such as a percentage of profit. This method is used by retail companies, but it's not suitable for service-based companies. The second method is target return pricing. The third method is perceived value pricing, which determines the price by considering the product's image or the customer perception. This method must also be accompanied by product value, so the company does not need to worry about raising the price in the end. Sixth method, skimming price. Skimming price involves setting a high price at the beginning and gradually reducing it over time. Smartphone companies are an example of products that use this method. Okay, next we are on the final topics, which is about choosing the final price. According to Philip Kotler's method, the company must consider additional factors which include, firstly, psychological pricing. When looking at certain price, buyers have a reference price in mind that may be formed by looking at current price, past price, or purchase context. Secondly, influence of other marketing. Mixed element on price. The final price should consider brand quality and advertising compared to competitors. Thirdly, company pricing policy. The price set must be consistent with the company's pricing policy. Last but not least, price impact on other parties. Management must also consider the reaction of other parties to set the price. What do distribution and reseller think about the price? Are the company's salespeople willing to sell at the price, or do they company that the price is too high? How do competitors react to the price? The goal is to ensure that salespeople use fair price for customers and set the price for the company. And it must be agreed by the company when setting the price. That's all from me, and my friends will explain it further. See you later!
Hello, introduce myself. My name is Rifka Ulia. My student ID number is 2206624. In here, I will continue the explanations about adapting price. Companies usually do not set a single price. I will examine several price adaptation strategies. Firstly, geographical pricing. In geographical pricing, the company decides how to price its product to different customers in different locations and countries. There are barter. As we know, barter is exchange goods without money. Compensation deal. The seller receives some percentage of the payment in cash and rest in product. Buyback arrangement. The seller sells a plane, equipment, or technology to another country and agrees to accept a partial payment products manufactured with the supplied equipment. And offset. The seller receives full payment in cash but agrees to spend a substantial amount of the money in that country within a stated time period. Secondly, price discount and allowances. Most companies will adjust their list price and give discounts and allowances for early payment, volume purchases, and off-season buying. Discount is a price reduction to buyers who pay bill promptly. A typical example is 210 net 30. Quantity discount is a price reduction to those who buy large volumes. A typical example is $10 per unit for fewer than 100 units, $9 per unit for 100 or more units. Functional discount is discount also called trade discount offered by a manufacturer to trade channel members if they will perform central functions such as selling, storing, and record keeping. Seasonal discount is a price reduction to those who buy merchandise or services out of the season. Allowance is an extra payment designed to then reseller participants in special programs. Thirdly, promotional pricing. Companies can use several pricing techniques to stimulate early purchase. Loss leader pricing. When supermarkets and department stores often drop the price on well-known brands to stimulate additional store traffic. Special event pricing. When sellers will establish special price in central seasons to draw in more customers. Special customer pricing. When sellers will offer special price exclusively to central customers. Cash rebate. When auto companies and other consumer goods companies offer cash rebate to encourage purchase of the manufactured products within a specific time period. Low interest financing. Instead of cutting its price, the company can offer customer low interest financing. Longer payment terms. When sellers, especially mortgage bank and auto companies, stretch loans over longer periods and thus lower the monthly payments. Warranties and service contracts. When companies can promote sales by adding a free or low-cost warranty or service contract. Psychological discounting. This strategy sets an artificial hard price and then offers the product at substantial savings. Fourthly, differentiated pricing. Companies often adjust their basic price to accommodate difference in customers, products, locations, and so on. The seller charges different amount to different classes of buyer, as in the following: customer segment pricing, product form pricing, image pricing, channel pricing, location pricing, and time pricing. Next, about initiating and responding to price change. Companies often need to cut or raise prices. A price-cutting strategy can lead to other possible traps. Low quality trap, when customers assume quality is low. Fragile market share trap, shallow pocket trap, price war trap. Initiating price increases has a different impact on buyer. There are delayed quotation pricing, when the company does not set a final pricing until the product is finished or delivered. Escalator clauses, unbundling, and reductions of discounts. How should a firm respond to a competitor's price cut? In general, the best response varies with the situations. Three possible responses to low-cost competitor are: first, further different the product or service; 2. Introduce a low-cost venture; or 3. Remain as a low-cost player. The right strategy depends on the ability of the firm to generate more demands or cut costs. To deepen understanding of the material, we have prepared case studies that are relevant of the material. Enjoy watching!
Apple is multinational technology company headquartered in Cupertino, California. Starting from the small Georgia of Steve Jobs became Apple Park. Apple then released its first product, namely Apple One. He considered an investor named Mike Makura who managed to donate $200,000 or around 3.6 billion rupiah. The effort to was content with the fund which shocked the world with colorful visual and physical application. The physical application is the actual brand application that is most in demand in the office world. Computer serial that encode the Apple to make the company grow, which is a few rare job and most and field many computer design with production line. Apple became a publicly traded company in 1980 and made huge profit. A few years later, Apple produced a new computer that had innovative Macintosh-like user interface. In 1984, the Apple company was on the verge of bankruptcy due to the release of Steve Jobs from his own company. Then, in 1957, Apple broke a Jobs-owned company by making of Steve Jobs share of Apple Incorporation. The letter of Steve Jobs made Apple return to its glory days by launching products such as the iPod and iTunes. Then in 2007, Steve Jobs created his greatest invention, the iPhone, which became Steve Jobs' the most amazing legacy for ever today. Currently, the iPhone 13 is here, which will be released in 2021.
Then, what is the strategy set by Apple? Apple pricing strategy, especially for smartphone products, follow a price skimming strategy. This strategy is a deliberate attempt to reach a market segment that is willing to pay a high price for a product. Products made by manufacturers must create high value for buyers. How does the price skimming strategy work? Price skimming works by directing customers with high purchasing power and desire to acquire the latest version of a product or service as soon as it is available. Apple releases a new iPhone model every year and the prices are quite high and even higher than its competitors. Meanwhile, the previous year's product lineup received a price cut because it was no longer considered Apple's cutting-edge technology. The reason Apple applies price skimming to its companies is that Apple believes that there must be potential buyer for the latest technology they have created. The second is because the implementation of price skimming at Apple will not damage its brand image. Sometimes Apple products have been branded as expensive, high-quality products, and the implementation of price skimming has helped establish Apple as a luxury brand in the eyes of the world.
In conclusion, price skimming is one of the pricing strategies that is understandable. However, proper implementation requires a lot of market analysis and research because the application of price skimming must be carefully planned. If not, there is a possibility that the strategies will boomerang for the company itself. It can be said that the skimming pricing strategy has not been very successful in many sectors. Apart from Apple, the auto and apparel technology sectors are industries where price skimming works very well. To facilitate this strategy, we need a good financial recording system so that all costs and expenses of our business can be monitored optimally. That's all from our presentations. Thanks a lot for your attention. Hopefully understandable. See you at our next presentations. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.